I introduce firstly in any interview session. So, firstly, I introduce Mini Bland is the mindset mentor and the founder of her company, a New Life and Academy, and she also the best-selling author of the Answer Is You, the formula to the master your mind and your emotion. Welcome to my interview session. So, please tell me about yourself and your work.
Hello, good morning. Yeah, thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a mindset practitioner, so I teach people how to think on purpose and how to master themselves, basically, and
Yeah.
how to actually either attain the things they want or overcome the things that they don't want to experience in their lives.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So initially, I ask you because you are a mindset practitioner and you have to research about this field. So I ask you firstly, can you think of a time we found an important opportunity with a fixed or a fixed mindset? So what were your thought and worries about your ability and about the possibility of failure?
Of failure.
Yeah.
So basically, everything starts and ends within our own mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
So unless you know how, like anything, if you have a car, you don't know how to work it. It's the same with our minds. We've never been taught how to utilize the power that lies within ourselves. So that I don't believe there is anything as a failure in life. Everything's about learning. Every time you learn something new, you know what you want and you know what you don't want anymore. So it's all experiences. The whole of life is just about having different experiences in life. So when something, if you're going for something and it doesn't work out, it just means that you need to learn some more new knowledge or information, or it might help you to realize what you need to change about yourself. So everything's always to enable us to grow.
That is a pretty interesting answer for the audience, and it is the very best thing. So failure is the success of the all of the things. So the next question is you. Can you take the some opportunity or challenge with a fixed mindset?
Say that again. Sorry, I've got a really bad connection.
Oh,
Just turn you up a little bit. Can you say it again?
Can we just imagine? Can you take that some opportunity or challenge with a fixed mindset? That is my question. That is the fixed mindset, and we can you take that some opportunity or challenge with a fixed mindset, our decision.
Yeah, so a fixed mindset just means that you're just stuck with one way of thinking.
Yeah.
So you have to have a growth mindset, which means that you have to have the ability to be able to change how you're perceiving everything. Because everything is coming from yourself. And our mind only creates what we past references of. So if you've had any experiences, if you want to make money or if you want to have a better job, your brain, your mind will go back every experience you've ever known or points of reference to see if you're able to do that. That's why it's really important to keep expanding your own mindset, learning new information so that you've got new data within that. So the answer is you can never grow if you don't expand yourself. You have to keep continually learning and evolving so that you have new information within your own mind.
That is a pretty interesting answer. Just I cannot understand what types are your feedback listen, but you described the very wellly and decorated way. This is very better for me and audience. So third question you, how do you respond the constructive criticism? Maybe you heard these types of name as a mindset a practitioner course. Constructive criticism is the best part of the mindset growth development. So what is your feel and how do you respond the constructive criticism?
When somebody is criticizing you, is that what you mean? When people are criticizing you? Well, the thing is, like, you have to understand, like, we are the sole creators of everything that happens to us. So if somebody is criticizing you, that means somewhere inside of you, you have expectations. You've got some vibration, some energy, some emotion that you're carrying around with you, that you're attracting things to you. You're just like a magnet, and you're just bringing situations and people to you based on what's going on inside of you. That's why it's really important for you to be able to master your mind, master your emotions, take control of what you're outputting. Because whatever you're thinking, if you're feeling, you're bringing back into your life. So if somebody's criticizing you, it's an opportunity for you to understand what's going on inside of you. How are you thinking? How are you feeling? What do you need to do to change? Not them. It's never anything outside of you.
So that is a pretty interesting answer. So the next question is for you. What step could you take to help the growth mindset thinking overcome your fixed mindset? Can you understand?
Okay, so the first thing is you have to know what you want in life. Because most people don't know what they want. They'll say, I want to be happy, I want to have money. What does happiness mean to you? How much money do you want? So you have to write it down, not on a computer. It has to be handwritten. So you have to write down exactly what it is you want. And then once you know what you want, then you can start working towards attaining it. So if you've got a fixed mindset, that's just because you haven't got any new information coming into your mind to change that fixed mindset. So study, find people that have done the things that you want to do and research them so that your mind is always expanding and growing.
That is a pretty interesting answer. And you just told about the fixed mindset approach and their activities. So if you face the challenge with a fixed mindset, how might you have approach it differently? Maybe.
So it's all about perspective. So it's about the way you're viewing life. So if you've been brought up with a family that have a very fixed mindset, you're going to have the same mindset as your parents or what teachers or whoever's taught you. They have dropped the seeds into your mind. But now we have Google, now we have books, now we have literature. So you can research anything you want. Question. Another thing to do is question, why do you think the way you do? Why do you believe what you believe? Somebody's told you. Doesn't mean it's the truth. It just means it's something you've heard. So start creating your own belief system. Start expanding the way you see things in the world. And don't take everything as gospel. Like I said, question it. You don't have to accept anyone tells you.
That is a pretty interesting answer, and I appreciate your word. So the next question is for you. What is the basic difference, the fixed mindset and growth mindset?
A fixed mindset basically just means that you're just fixed. It means you're stuck. It means that you have no new fresh information. It means the way you think about something is in your mind. There is no other possibilities. There's no other way of doing something. So, for instance, if I was to say to you that you could achieve anything you want, if you wanted £1 million, you could attain it. In your mindset, if you've got a mindset, you would say to yourself, there's no way I could do it. No one in my family has ever done it. There's no opportunities for me. If you had a growth mindset, you would say to yourself, maybe I could attain that £1 million. What would I have to do to do it? Let me research other people that have done it. If I had an idea that could make me £1 million. So it just means that you're always looking for new possibilities.
That is appreciate your saying all the interview session. So last question and the 2 or 3 question for you. And if you could you go back in the time and redoing this situation with a growth mindset, and how would that change your approach and the outcome?
Okay, so for me, basically, I think that where you are in your life right now is perfect to where you need to be. So I would never want to go back to change any of my past, because your past has created who you are at this moment now. So it's about, life is always happening right now. So that you can't go back in life. You can start from where you are. You're 10, 20, 90, 100. Every single day you have 24 hours to restart your life. So it's about, what do you want to become now? Where do you want to go now?
That is a thank you for your accurate answer for the question. So last question is for you. What is your secret to staying the motivate when you face with a difficult situation?
Okay, so 99.9% of people focus on the problem. Everyone's always thinking about what they don't want, or they're focusing on the problem right here now. But everything's energy, and where you place your focus and your energy is what's going to expand that problem or situation. So the answer to any problem in life is to take your eye off the problem and look at the solutions. What would happen if you could change it? How could you change it? Look at the possibilities, not the problem. So stop looking at the problem and start looking at the solutions and how you'd feel once you've attained the goal that you want. What is the outcome that you want to achieve? So, like I said, if focusing on the problem's going to grow. It's never going to change. So, what do you want to happen? How would you feel once you've achieved it?
Just depend here the one decision and on your quality. It is the different for one centric. And the last question all of the fellow classmates, then they ask you this type of question from you. So many of the students this recent time in modern time difference your career about this. So what your suggestion about how to overcome this depression and frustration? So how to focus and how to develop there from their difficulties?
So the first thing that I would do, very important, is start journaling. So every day get yourself a journal and start writing down. Gratitude and being grateful changes how you feel. So when you can start looking at things that you're grateful for, five things every day, or even 3 things. I'm grateful that I wake up every day. I'm grateful that I have food to eat. Look at what you actually have in your life now, being gratitude for it. Because the more grateful you are for what you have, the more grateful that you then start bringing in that momentum and bringing in that vibration. Secondly, write down exactly what you have to know where you're going in life, and then, like I said, take your eye off what's happening and just focus on where you're going. Create a little visual, get some magazines, cut out pictures so you can see things that inspire you, that motivate you. Because the more energy you put into what you want, the less energy of all the bad stuff is going to just dissipate, and it will start having a lower vibration and momentum in your life.
So thank you for your constructive discussion in the entire interview session. So it is my honor connect with you, and because you are very familiar person in social media and in Instagram, and also saw your some interview, some like a famous TV newspaper and TV news show. So I will appreciate your work and your activities in your field. So thank you for your connecting and your response and taking an interview with me. It is a pleasure to me to connect with you. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And just to everyone that's listening, if you just remember, the answer is you. Everything's coming from in you. So just go within and do the internal work. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Just a little bit to it. Can I take some screenshot for the entire flyer advertising like that after interview session? Just wait a minute. Oh shit. So thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Bye. এটা হচ্ছে রেকর্ড হয়েছে, বুঝতে পারছেন? এই রেকর্ড দিয়েছিলাম স্ক্রিনে। এটা কোথাও দিতে পাওয়া যায়? স্ক্রিন রেকর্ড আমি যে এটা দেখো না, হ্যাঁ জুম মিটিং অফ করছে।